Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What I'm trying to do today is I have this steering wheel, um, and the steering wheel is not the same color as the car. So my steering wheel is the color of this airbag, which I've purchased separately. So what I'll be doing today is I'll actually color this outer side of the wheel to match this color. So what I've done is I purchased this magic mender, and it came with a color, and the color code that matches my car is 2553, and the prep solution, which I'm going to be using for cleaning, and then this super crosslink, which is used for changing the color if I'm going from a darker tone to a lighter tone, and this sponge which I'm going to use, and this thing which is for hard to reach spots within this wheel. Okay, so before applying this paint to the whole thing, what I'm going to do is I'll just use this paint in an inconspicuous area and see if the color matches. So that's what I'm going to do. But before I apply this, I'm going to clean this up with this prep thing. So let me do that. So this is the area I'm cleaning, which I'm going to be using for the test. Okay, so I've applied one coat here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to put another coat here. Okay, I just applied a second coat here, and what I did was I just gently dabbed so I don't leave any marks, the brush strokes or anything. I'm going to dry it now with the hair dryer now. Okay, so this is after 2 coats of the paint. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one last coat just to finalize it. And the way I do it is I gently dab on it just so that I don't leave any strokes. Okay, now I'm going to let it dry it up. I think the results look pretty good. Almost dried up. Okay, so here's the existing steering wheel, which I'm going to replace. I think it's a pretty good match. Well, I think it's a better match with the seats, to be honest. Okay, so I feel it's a pretty good match. So what I'm going to do is I'll actually start with the parts which are hard to reach, like these parts here. So maybe that's what I'm going to start with. Okay, so I did one coat of paint in some of the hard to reach spots, and they say in painting it's better to have 3 bad coats than 1 perfect one. So yeah, I'm gonna touch this space again maybe a couple more times, and I think then it's gonna look really nice. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it dry now, these spots. So for this one I use the small brush, but when I reach when I'm starting to do the bigger portion or the bigger parts, I'm going to use this sponge. because then I don't need so much precision. Okay, so these hard to reach places are done, so I'm going to try to use the sponge now. So I'm going to do the whole thing. This is my first coat, so I'm going to do this whole thing like this. Okay, so the first coat is done. You can see it looks still pretty bad, but I think the second and the third coat should fix it. And I'm not going to be doing the same strokes that I did for the first coat. For the second and third, I'll just be doing a gentle dabs. So I'm just done on this one side. The other side you can still see it's not done yet. So okay, so this has dried up. I'm going to start the second coat, and that's going to be more dabbing than actually doing strokes. So okay, so the second coat is done. It's not dried up yet. And you can see there are some bubbles. I'm just hoping that once it dries up, they're gonna go away. I'll see. Okay, for the bubbles, what I've realized is if you gently blow on it, they're just gonna disappear. See? So this is how it looks after 2 coats. I still have to do one more. I think the results are pretty good.